I've just been looking for an excuse to preach on the firmament, and I finally got my excuse. But you say, Pastor Anderson, why does this issue even matter? You know, is believing in the flat earth a sin? Well, you know what the Bible says? The thought of foolishness is sin. So yes, foolishness is a sin. Foolish thoughts are a sin. So yes, believing in the flat earth is a sin. You say, does believing in the flat earth make you a heretic? It does not make you a heretic, but it makes you an idiot. Okay? And they create a fake one. Look, that's what's happening in our church. That's what's happening in our movement. Now, a pastor who has tried to join himself to our movement and talk about how he's a part of our movement and he's our buddy, yada, yada, yada. This guy's name is Tyler Doka. He just came out a flat earther today. So Pastor Tyler Doka got up in his church and preached that the flat earth is biblical, giving you all the stupid arguments that I just debunked over the last hour. Why? Because if you can't beat him, join him. And you know what the devil's trying to do? He's trying to associate oneness with us. Hello. He's trying to associate flat earth with us. He's trying to take all this stupid garbage and try to attach it to us or relate it to us so that he can discredit us. It's of the devil. You say, are you going to have fellowship with this guy? Well, first of all, you know, I've always been friendly to this guy. I've communicated with him a couple times. I was nice and friendly to him. But you know what? I've never recommended his church. And I've never been able to support him because he's not qualified to pastor because he only has one kid. He doesn't meet the biblical qualifications. You know, the Bible says you're supposed to be married and have children, faithful children. You know, you're supposed to be ruling your house, wife and kids. Not just rule your wife only, but ruling wife and kids. This guy wasn't qualified to pastor, and I said, hey, you know, I can't recommend you. I can't support you, right? But you know what? This is just another example of why the qualifications are there for a reason. The same guy who wasn't biblically qualified, but he does it anyway, is the same guy who what? Is coming in with the flat earth. And you say, well, why would you break fellowship? It's not a salvation issue. It's not heresy. It's not doctrine. Well, you know what? You're right. It's not. But it's an embarrassment and a shame to the cause of Christ. It's foolishness and stupid. And I can be friends with whoever I want. And I will not be friends with a pastor who's supposed to be a shepherd, a leader. He's supposed to be giving knowledge. He's supposed to be apt to teach, and he needs to learn again the first principles of Genesis chapter 1. He can't even comprehend Genesis 1. He can't even comprehend the earth, and he's going to get up and teach us the Bible? I think not. And we don't want to be associated with that garbage. We don't want people to think that that's what we're about here. It's foolishness. I don't want to touch that guy with a 10-foot pole. I don't care if he has 15 children. Because of the fact that he's not qualified, because you have to have a certain degree of intelligence to be a pastor. Now look, if people believe in the flat earth, you know what? Comfort the feeble-minded, okay? I'm not saying like, you know, that they're horrible people. The people who came up with it are horrible people. The people that are behind it. But you know, there are a lot of nice, good people who've been sucked into it, so comfort the feeble-minded. But don't put the feeble-minded behind the pulpit to be the pastor of a church. We don't need the blind leading the blind. We don't need somebody who's carried about and tossed about with every wind of internet crap. Okay, give me a break. And so I don't want anything to do with it. And you know what? They get obsessed with it. And you know what I heard? I heard is that this idiot that Steadfast Baptist Church Jacksonville just threw out, and he ended up going over to the trash can with Tyler Baker, flat earther. Flat earther, and now he's into oneness. Look, oneness theology is the flat earth of theology. It's that dumb. Folks, it's that dumb.
Options. So Brother Tyler Doka, he took this idea that I had and he just ran with it.